Everybody knows the 6 major biomes in Valheim, but nobody ever wants to talk about the underappreciated ocean biome. In this video, we are going to sail and visit one of these, and slay one of these. Together, giving us the rare resources to craft unique tools and the secret and elusive shield you most certainly do not have. But before we do any of that, how are we going to get there? When you are finally ready to leave the safety of your starting island and venture into the open seas, you'll have 3 options to choose from: the raft, the carve, and the longship. Each subsequent ship increases in crafting complexity. The raft can be built simply with wood, leather scraps, and resin. The carve will require progress to the Black Forest, requiring bronze nails and fine wood. And finally, the longship, requiring progress to the swamp with a recipe containing iron nails. That said, with increased complexity comes great benefits with increased speed and storage. I will leave a graphic on screen with both the crafting recipes, load capacities, and speeds for each vessel so that you can be informed when choosing your ship for your own adventure. For me, I never kick off shore with anything less than the carve. The Leviathan are a rare occurrence in Valheim, occurring in only 1% of each ocean zone having a depth of at least 30 meters. However, if you are lucky enough to find one, approach with caution. Do yourself a favor and dock with your boat ladder facing the Leviathan. You will thank me for this later. On the surface, the back of the Leviathan looks like a basic island with rocks and trees, but the real reason we are here is for the Abyssal barnacles. To mine these, you will need a pickaxe. For that reason, you must have at least progressed past defeating the Meadows boss Eikthyr before venturing out. While mining the barnacle, there is a chance you will trigger the submersion of the creature. Once triggered, you will hear a large groan. At this point, time is of the essence. Shortly after, you will hear a second groan and the Leviathan will begin to shake. At this stage, you have about 10 seconds before the creature is fully submerged, so hustle back to your boat to avoid drowning. Leviathans do not ever respawn after submerging, so do your best to mine as much as you can. Finally, with the safety of having your boat under your feet, you will notice an abundance of chitin on hand from the barnacles. We will put that material to good use later, but for now, we have bigger fish to fry. Similar to the Leviathan, the serpent is rare and hard to find, but unlike the Leviathan, the serpent finds you. If you spend enough time in the deep water, you'll eventually be lucky, or unlucky, enough to have a serpent spawn and attack your boat. The serpent is more likely to spawn during rain, thunderstorms, and at night. Once attacked, tackle these creatures with arrows. They are not as fearsome as they look. Once defeated, they will drop serpent meat, serpent scale, and the serpent trophy. The cooked serpent meat and serpent stew are excellent early to mid-game foods derived from the serpent's flesh and far exceed any other food up to and including the mountains biome. Now, you might have noticed that the serpent scale and trophy weren't found floating amongst the meat, as it turns out that while the meat floats, the trophy and scales sink. Fortunately for you, I have a solution. Remember that chitin we gathered earlier? Before we get to that, if you have enjoyed yourself or learned something new, consider leaving a like or subscribing for easy access to future Valheim content. The chitin unlock the recipes for both the Abyssal Razor and Abyssal Harpoon. While the Razor makes for an excellent mid-game weapon, what I truly need is the Harpoon. You can use the Harpoon to grab onto a serpent and drag them to shore. Once in shallow water, slay the serpent and claim its treasures. This time we'll be able to claim the scales and trophy from the shallow water. The serpent scales will enable you to craft the Serpent Scale Shield. This is an excellent mid-game shield and is one of the only 4 ways to provide pierce resistance damage in addition to the root harness, Bone Mass's Forsaken power, and while you are under the corpse run effect. For this reason, it is an essential tool in any player's arsenal. Lastly, the Serpent Trophy can now serve as a beautiful decoration for your home, or you can combine it with fishing bait to create heavy fishing bait. Heavy fishing bait is required for catching the tuna and coral cod in the ocean biome. Thank you for watching. For more biome overviews, check out my videos on screen. Enjoy.